referring to the map that maybe folks on the website here could see, and the number 1 is where the traffic splits now, right before Cleveland Avenue. So how's that going to work? You're going to set up concrete barriers there with signs, I guess?
Yep, we'll have signs warning motorists a few miles to the south, so they'll be able to get familiar that a work zone's coming up. And then basically you're going to be directed either into that left lane or that right lane, and that's that number 1 there on your map. The left lane, again, is going to get you straight through I-77. You'll avoid State Route 800 and US 30, and you'll just continue heading towards like the Belton Village area and Portage Street and further north up into Akron. And then the right lane, you'll have an option to get off there if you want to access State Route 800 or US 30.
So a lot of twists and turns on in the right lane, and that's kind of what we're explaining here today. So number 2 on the map is folks are getting off at 800, and the number 3 kind of getting back on to the freeway again from 800. So explain how that works.
Yeah, so number 2 on the map, once you get into that right lane, you're going to exit like you're going to be exiting for State Route 800. You'll get up to the intersection with State Route 800. There will be a traffic signal there. Once it's green, you'll be able to proceed through. You're going to have to make a little bit of a left and then a right to get back onto like you'd be getting on from State Route 800 to 77 North. That's going to be number 3 there on your map. That ramp there will guide you, down the ramp there from State Route 800 to Interstate 77 North. And what's going to happen is then you're going to be in that right lane. You're going to be in a barrier wall, so you have barrier wall on both sides of you. And basically you'll be driving on the shoulder of I-77 northbound. The 2 I-77 northbounds left of you, that's where the contractor will be working. You'll be protected by barrier wall on both sides, and you'll continue up the I-77 right lane there while driving on the shoulder, and then eventually you'll get closer to US 30.
Yeah, that if you're looking at the map, is number 4, and you're just really in the concrete tube at that point, so you're forced to go the exit ramp onto westbound or eastbound 30, right?
That is correct. So the number 4 on your map there, you're going to still be in that right lane, and you're not going to have any other option but to stay to the right there. You're going to stay in that lane there surrounded by barrier wall, and it's going to act like an exit, like you're going to be going onto US 30 eastbound. And that'll kind of carry you on there around the curve, and that'll kick you out on the US 30 eastbound, and you'll be heading towards Cherry Avenue at that point.
Yeah, then so you do kind of a neat thing there. You kind of it's like a long version of a U-turn, I guess, 5 and 6. So the ramp to Cherry, and then on from there to get you to go westbound on 30, right?
That's correct. So basically that number 5 on your map there, you'll exit if you're on US 30 East. You're going to exit at Cherry Avenue, loop around there onto Cherry Avenue, and kind of go underneath of US 30, slightly head north, and then the number 6 on your map, you're going to kind of make a right there, and I believe that's 11th Street there. You'll loop back around. That'll get you back onto US 30 westbound there. That's the number 6 portion, and you'll be on US 30 westbound, heading west towards I-77.
And we're getting close to home here because number 7 there, you take the ramp to get back on 77. So if your intention is to stay on 77, you'll be back there.
Yep. Again, you'll have 2 options there. If your intention is to head on to 77 North, you'll exit to the right there. You kind of see the arrow there, and you go back on to 77 North there, and that'll get you up there to merge on by State Route 172. Or if you want to stay to the left, you can continue on to US 30 westbound. That'll head you towards points west there if your goal is to go 77 North to US 30 west.
And then at some point on 77, then the lanes rejoin there because it's the end of the construction area there, right?
Yep, it's just south of State Route 172. That's where you'll get back onto I-77, and you can proceed north that way there. So the whole work zone itself spans basically from just south of State Route 800 up to State Route 172.
And just to say, I mean, signage is a little complex there because you have 77, 30, and really 62 is involved there as well. So watch the signage as it be the key. Huh?
Yeah, the whole thing through driving through this is really to stay alert. You're going to follow the signage leading up to the work zone itself because it's going to tell you which lane to pick. Look at that signage down there that tells you the amount of time it's going to take to get through the left lane or the right lane. That could be very helpful if there's any crashes or accidents or anything like that. But as you're driving through that whole zone itself, just pay attention. Even when you're driving through that lane with the barrier wall on both sides, go slow, go the speed limit or below, give yourself some extra time. As you get off there up to Cherry Avenue and you do the loops there, pay attention to the signs. The arrows should be able to get you through there rather simply, but you just really need to, avoid distractions, slow down, give yourself plenty of time when driving through this work zone.